Harrison coming to you from Cloud Expo at the Javits Center in New York City, and I'm joined by Amritesh from Cloud Cruiser. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
Thanks for joining me. So tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
So we provide a chargeback solution for your cloud environment. So at the expo, you've heard people talk about different strategies of moving to the cloud. This is obviously not just a recent phenomenon. It's happening right now. Now people are moving to the cloud, but they have very little idea what that really means in terms of costs, in terms of what they're spending in the cloud. And that's the problem we are trying to address. We provide people with visibility and control over their costs so they can get a better sense of this is what I'm consuming in the cloud and marry it back to their budgets, their forecasts, so that they can get a sense of what they're consuming now. But not just that, but marry it back to their IT budget so that they can get a sense of whether they're going to exceed their forecasts or they're going to go way beyond their forecasts. Get a sense of their workloads and manage cloud sprawl and things like that. Because cloud right now is a wild, wild west where when you move there, you get very little sense of what you're actually consuming in terms of your resources. So we take granular resource information, marry that back to your account structure in your business, and then map it out in a single pane of glass so that you get a better sense of what your spend is, what your costs are in the cloud.
And Cloud Cruiser recently secured some new funding. Tell us about how that's going to take you to the next level.
That is correct. So we just announced at Cloud Expo that we secured Series B funding of $6 million, which is going to take us to the next level. We are going to add new resources, accelerate our development plans. We're going to go after the different markets which we are currently working towards, like the service provider market, the cloud management providers, the cloud management platforms where we plug in and provide visibility along with the orchestration tools. We are working with the direct enterprises to give them better visibility towards what their spend is. So in all of those three different markets, this new funding will give us the impetus to move to the next level.
Okay, great. And in addition to control and visibility, what are some other maybe obstacles you're seeing towards cloud adoption?
So if you look at cloud in general, there are all these different myths and different methods people keep talking about in terms of cloud adoption, right? So people have traditional IT and enterprise IT organization, and they want to set up either a private cloud or they want to move workloads to the public cloud. They have very little sense of what it's going to cost them and how they're going to go there, right? So there are many providers out there which provide people the ability of the how, which gives them the ability to move their workloads in the cloud, but very few which will give them a sense of what that's going to save, or that money which is moving to the cloud, what that really comprises of, and we will give the people that visibility. So we solve the problem in terms of adoption by giving people a sense of what their costs are in their traditional IT enterprise. So a customer can use us in their traditional IT enterprise and get a sense of what they're consuming and how they're consuming in their traditional enterprise. Then now take that data and use that as a yardstick when they move to the cloud, saying this is what I'm going to be spending, so that it makes the decision much more informed. So they get a sense of where they are now, where they're going to be, and kind of have a set of translation tables, if you will, which helps them to make an informed decision.
Okay, and with so many cloud vendors coming into this space, how does Cloud Cruiser differentiate itself?
So you're absolutely right. There are a lot of vendors in the space which provide information at a service level. So you can get a sense of that if you're consuming a service, what you're paying for that service, but very few break it down to the granular level. So our differentiator is the fact that we collect granular cost information, and then we map that to your different account structure in your organization. And so you get the information at a much more granular level. So if a service consists of VMs, which in turn have CPUs, memory, disk, we will get that information to you at a really granular level so that you can control and you can see what those different data points are and make informed decisions about where you want to go next and how you can marry that to your IT budget.
Okay, great. And what are you hoping to accomplish while you're at Cloud Expo?
We're trying to get the word out. We strongly believe the C in cloud stands for cost. I mean, that's one of the key drivers for you to move to the cloud, and we want people to make educated decisions when they're moving to the cloud, not just follow the hype. Cloud by definition is a heterogeneous environment. You've got public clouds, you've got private clouds, you've got your traditional IT enterprise. So we want people to get a sense of what they're consuming now, what they will be consuming later, and make an informed decision as to why a particular cloud is useful for them.
Okay, thanks Amritesh. Thanks for taking the time to speak with us.
Absolutely.